event coming up towards their positions. Just one or two out, started on the platform waiting for the last one to move forward. The next event is the Max Williams Handicap Race 6 in Adelaide, and number 2 Handy Money comes out leaving a field of 9, and that's time to start at 3:40. Race 7, scratch out number 20 Eastern Hills, and the last event in Adelaide at 10 to 5 is clear of scratchings and a field of 17. Here's Ron now for race 5 in Adelaide at Morphettville.
Now, there's a bit of movement. They look to be ready, but there's an attendant getting in their set now. They're racing, and a pretty good start. Fairy One was prominent, and so too was Classic Concept in the early part. Nugent's going to burn through and kick up and lead. Nugent just the leader, settling. Classic Concept, Fairy One, trap deep, can't get in. Rosita runs up with Kermit's Girl. Jewel Conquest, or Jewel Sovereign rather, goes up deep on the track, and so too Sunny Welcome, who's right on the pace today. Then Strictly Irish, Wolverton Lady getting back. Eyes of Four likewise. Mean Dancer deep. Further back, Heroic Gambler coming to the turn, followed by Rakwa's Choice. They were followed well back in the field by Red Harmony, who's one of the last. Born Veins not in it, and neither's our Stratagem. Coming to the turn now, still a line of 3. Classic Concept, Fairy One 3 deep, and down on the rail, New Gem, but it's flat. Sunny Welcome's the one winding up behind them, looking a threat, and then came Kermit's Girl. Jewel Sovereign, Wolverton Lady to the outside. Nugent just the leader. Classic Concept, Fairy One comes at it now. 200 to run, and the toppy. Fairy One goes to the lead. He goes for the whip on Sunny Welcome. Wolverton Lady late down the outside, but Fairy Wand in front, and Fairy Wand is plain sailing. Sunny Welcome comes late with Wolverton Lady, but Fairy Wand, the magic one, too. Thanks, nearly a length, make it a length and 3/4, Sunny Welcome. Close up third, Wolverton Lady. Then Classic Concept, Nugent, Mean Dancer, followed by Rakwa's Choice, Strictly Irish, Kermit's Girl. Red Harmony made some ground, our Stratagem likewise. Eyes of Four didn't fire. Heroic Gambler, Jewel Sovereign well back there in that pack. Strictly Irish pulling up quickly now. So did Nugent. Back in the field, Born Vain and Rosita.
It'll be 1 and a photo, probably 1, 3 and 2 on race 5. The winner, Fairy One, getting the money, ridden by apprentice O'Ridge. Second placing going to 3, Sunny Welcome, just in front of number 2, Wolverton Lady. That's the way Ron Papp sees them, 1, 3 and 2 on race 5. The Max Williams Handicap race 6, as I said, Handy Money number 2 comes out. That leaves 9 to go to the barrier at 20 minutes to 4 o'clock. French Cotton, Wapier, paid $4.90 and $1.65. Silver Sierra was second, $1.95, and third Bronx Bomber, $2.40, but there's no sign as yet of the Quinella or Trifecta on race 5 up there at Eagle Farm. Hopefully we'll be able to bring those to you shortly. In the meantime, let's turn our attention to the running of the next event at Moonee Valley, race 7, the 4 and 20 handicap, and the Trifecta, $850.35. Now the track in Brisbane has been changed from good to dead. They've had a bit of rain up there. In fact, it was fast early. But the track condition now changed to dead. So obviously there was a change made in the interim. So the check of the track in Brisbane, now dead. Let's check the result. Race 5, Adelaide. Correct weights there, 1, 3 and 2. The winner, Fairy Wand, $1.80 and 90. Sunny Welcome second, paid $2.40. Third was Wolverton Lady, paying 75 cents. Quinella, $14.75. Trifecta, $82.75. 1, 3 and 2, race 5 up at Morphettville in South Australia. Now they are running a fraction late apparently in Sydney for the John Schofield handicap.
Stands well in the gates. King Solo back in line. Starters ready. Break any moment. Off. And a good start. Oh, Mother Duck. She's jumped all right, then dug in the toes, and she's tailed out a distant last at the end of 50 metres, Mother Duck. Now beginning very smartly, Secret Flash towards the outside, fast into stride. Tap the Till is racing towards the lead. Moto showing plenty of early pace, and Classic Victory and Nova Edition close handy. Then King Solo, Mother Duck going like the wind, has quickly caught them up. She seems to be fired up a little bit now, and she's charging on, out about 4 and 5 deep up towards the lead, and Fromoli drops out to be last, approaching the 600 metres mark, and Mother Duck has joined the leaders now. Mother Duck out wide has raced up to join Tap the Till. Secret Flash, Nova Edition is hard ridden in 4th spot, followed by Classic Victory from Molly, and then Moto and King Solo as last as they turn for home. Tap the Till with the inside running, and Mother Duck are the joint leaders coming over the rise, clear of Secret Flash, and then Classic Victory and Nova Edition, who's struggling at the 200 mark. Tap the Till got a narrow lead over Mother Duck. Classic Victory's the danger. She's coming between the two leaders. And look at Fromoli. Fromoli is sprouting wings on the extreme outside, but Classic Victory got to the front. Fromoli, if anything, is dying on his run, and Classic Victory is too good, and she'll win. Classic Victory first, Fromoli wide out, probably second, just in front of Tap the Till, and then Nova Edition, King Solo. Mother Duck had to stop, and she did. Secret Flash is second last and tailed off Moto Moto. Well, Mother Duck seemed to jump, take one stride and then jib, and she was tailed right off at the end of 50 metres. The winner is Classic Victory. Good little mare, this. Number 2, Classic Victory, a double for Peter Cook, $2.65 and 95. I think Fromoli will get second, number 8 on the place tote, 165, and the third will be Tap the Till, number 9 on the place tote, $1.10. What happened to the Duck, Ken?
The Ducks missed the start about 6 lengths, John, and I sympathise with people that have backed her. That sort of ruined her chances. She stormed up around the outside, but, she was a spent force. The Classic Victory going home to win from, I think, Fromoli, possibly second, very close between he and Tap the Till. And Nova Edition, who I thought was disappointing, finished fourth. Raced like a mare that was a little jaded, but what an honest performer the winner is. She's now won 8 races from 24 starts, and she's won something like $132,000 in prize money. I wasn't on her, unfortunately. Let's hope I'm on the next winner in race 7, the second leg of the Daily Double. In this, I like number 6, Eastern Cove.
OK, Ken, the winner, Classic Victory, as Ken pointed out, is a model of consistency. Beaut little mare by one of the great sires of modern times, the mighty Bletchingley, sire of Kingston Town, Bess Western, Emancipation, and a million other top liners. Classic Victory not as good as that bunch, but a very tidy mare. Her part owner, Mr. H.G. Cope, is none other than the former top jockey Hilton Cope, well known to Sydney racegoers, and he won a lot of our big races, including a Metropolitan many years ago on a horse called Red Wind. Numbers 2, 8 and 9 after race 6 at Randwick, and the Cash Fitzgerald match continues when we return on Wide World of Sports.
$1.95. That should just about do them. There is only a couple to move in. Carrara Lad, $3.75 out to $4.35. Starters gone up onto the platform as Carrara Lad comes forward. So let's go out to Moonee Valley and Brian Martin for race 7.
Starter on his platform here. Light is on for the 2,600 metre race. The line is good. The field ready. About to go. Set. And just holding them for a moment. Carrara Lad on the outside racing. Came out in a pretty good line. The jump at Trainery may have missed it about a length and a half near the inside. One of the best away, Kutzbar over on the inside. Starlet Princess drinks all round, and Hall Strong further out with Triple Lark going up quickly in the middle. Carrara Lad easing back now from Prince Pisces, followed by Hackett's Inn. 2 lengths to Tilbury Temptation on the outside of Trainery, then Cobalt. And Chanteur, and last of all is Elzados. Now the race up with 2,200 to go. Over on the inside, Kutzbar being joined by, on the outside, Triple Lark. A length and a half to Drinks all round third. Fourth on the outside of it, Starlet Princess, but caught a little deep into the straight. 2 to Hall Strong, a length Prince Pisces, Hackett's Inn. Carrara let out 3 wide. 2 to Tilbury Temptation, Cobalt. Then further back in the field, Trainery and Chanteur. Last of all in the field is Elzados. Coming down towards the judge. Kutzbar a half in front of Triple Lark, is inclined to get up on the bit a little second. 2 lengths further back, then Drinks all round. 2 to Starlet Princess. Inside her came Hall Strong, a length and a half. Carrara Lad's got in closer. Then Prince Pisces outside at Hackett's Inn, a length Tilbury Temptation. A length further back, Cobalt, Trainery and Chanteur, and Elzados went up 3 deep. At the 1,600 metre mark, Kutzbar a length and a half, Triple Lark, 2 to Drinks all round. 2 to Hall Strong on the inside of Starlet Princess. 3 or 4 then. 2 Carrara Lad from Prince Pisces under the whip. Hackett's Inn on the outside of it. Elzados has gone up 3 deep from Tilbury Temptation. Outside at Cobalt, 2 to Enchanteur and 2 to Trainery last of all. Around the turn at the 1,300 metre mark, and Kutzbar a half to Triple Lark. 3 to Hall Strong, who's made ground up on the fence third. Drinks all rounds under pressure, going around at Starlet Princess, and 4 Carrara Lad. A length Hackett's Inn, a length Elzados, and 2 then to Tilbury Temptation. He's about 15 lengths off the lead at the moment, this favourite. Cobalt's gone up outside him. Then Prince Pisces on Chanteur, hard ridden from Trainery. Hall Strong must be travelling a right of the turn at the 850s. Let him go, and he quickly raced to the front now from Kutzbar. Triple Lark struggling. Starlet Princess went went to second. 4 lengths Carrara Lad, Hackett's in, then a gap on the field. Elza Doss drinks all round. Tilbury Temptation 10 lengths from them from Cobalt. Enchanteur doing nothing with Trainery on the outside of it, and 8 lengths to Prince Pisces. At the school they race with about 650 to go. On the inside, Hall Strong, a neck in front of Startup Princess. 5 lengths further back, Carrara Lad got to third from Elza Doss. Then a gap on the field to Hackett's in, followed by Kutzbar, Tilbury Temptation. Hall Strong going as well as on the outside, Startup Princess as they come to the turn. It's 3/4 Startup Princess, about 5 Carrara Lad, then Elza Doss. It's Hall Strong about a half in front when they turn. The whips are cracking. Startup Princess out a little wide and he's going to stick to the rail on Hall Strong. 3 to Carrara Lad, making up good ground, then Elza Doss. Hall Strong first for home, a length in front of Startup Princess. Carrara Lad getting away from the fence, but Hall Strong still in front down to the 100-metre mark. A length to Startup Princess, trying hard. Carrara Lad coming late. Hall Strong the leader from Carrara Lad near the line, and Hall Strong gets the money. Hall Strong a length, Carrara Lad, a neck third, Startup Princess. A length and a half fourth is Elza Doss. A long gap, Enchanteur, Hackett's in. Tilbury Temptation didn't fire a shot from Trainery, Prince Pisces. Then further back in the field, Kutzbar. They're followed by Cobalt. Triple Lark has beaten one home, and that's Drinks All Round. Hall Strong, number 2, Young Marshall, rode it well. Improved his position at the 1300-metre mark, and as I remarked in the call, he must have been travelling well because he gave the horse its head, shot him to the front of the turn at the 850, and he's outstayed them in the run of the post. 2:11.4, number 2 Hall Strong, hard against the fence. Going on to win from Carrara Lad, who kept plodding away into second placing, and third, number 4 Startup Princess, which went up and got within about a half length of the winner coming to the school, but it was obvious that Hall Strong was going a little bit the better, and she's a query at running the 2400 metres or 2600 out, Startup Princess, and she just couldn't sustain the run. And Carrara Lad has split the winner and Startup Princess in the last 80 to 90 metres, although Carrara Lad never really looked a winning chance. Hall Strong the winner, a little bit hard to follow. He won at Flemington, he finished down the line at Morfordville. Then he had nearly a month off between Morfordville, the Adelaide Cup, and at Flemington. And from Flemington to today, it's only been a break of 12 days. So maybe the short break between Flemington...
Paying $2.65 for the win and 90 cents for the place. Second, Fromoli paid $1.45, and third was Tap the Till, $1.60. Quinella, $15.10. Trifecta, $550.25. Correct weight has been notified at Moonee Valley. Here's the official result of race 7. The winner, Hall Strong, number 2, returned $5.95 and $1.80. Carrara Lad was $1.20. Starlit Princess, $1.10. Quinella, $27.95. Trifecta, $338.10. And the running double, $41 even, 2:11 and 4. And correct weight notified race 7 at Moonee Valley. Shortly, we'll be taking you up to Wayne Wilson for the running of race 6 at Eagle Farm. 3:35 is the starting time, and the emergencies are out, and a field of 14 to run here.
And Zampatti came out fast. Blue on Red showing speed in the early part with Roma Star. Blue on Red takes up the running as they settle down, goes to the fence and leads by a length and a half on Roma Star. Wallow's Century is a length and a half away third. Handy in the early part is Our Visa, who's racing up on the outside of them, going up into about third place, and Zoot in a prominent spot as well. Zampatti next on the outside of Shano, Pantomime's Dame, and then Diamond Chevelle. Kristen getting back in the field with Copper's Strike. Patchy's Treasure is a long way back with Larch Street, and New Biscuits last of all. Blue on Red going very quickly. They're heading up towards the 650. It's Blue on Red leading by 3 lengths. Roma Star running second. Our Visa third. A length and a half to Zoot, followed on the inside by Wallow's Century, and then Zampatti, Pantomime's Dame, Kristen, and Shano on the inside. Copper Strike well back with Diamond Chevelle. Well back also is New Bisc, who's last of all. Second last, Patchy's Treasure. Roma Star coming after this leader. Blue on Red, joined now by Roma Star. Where's the favourite? Wallow's Century back in third place, starting to hit top gear on the outside, but still giving them about 3 lengths. Roma Star hit the lead, 200 metres out, just in front of Blue on Red. Wallow's Century struggling on the outside. Kristen coming after them. It's Roma Star just in front of Blue on Red, who's kicking again. Roma Star in front of Blue on Red, coming away from Blue on Red at the end. Roma Star first, Blue on Red second, tight third. Wallow's Century, Charno and Kristen in a 3-way go for third. Then Zucata and Zampatti. New Best, Copper Strike. The next one home was Pantomime's Dame, followed in by Our Visa, Light Street, well back. Then Patchy's Treasure, and the last one home was Diamond Chevelle.
Wayne Wilson calls them 3, 7 and a photo. Number 3, Roma Star, the winner. Second place into 7, Blue on Red, and a photo for third between Wallow's Century, Kristen and Charno. 3, 7 and a photo on race 6. The WJ Healy Stakes is race 7 at 10 past 4. Irresponsible, the late scratching, and a field of 11 to start. As we check the opening time. Here's Ron.
Late money for Raj Quartet coming right in on the TAB. French Cotton easing to $1.05 as he lets them go. Yours Mine Ours, one of the best away. Starcade, French Cotton away pretty quickly. Skybra's up vying for the early lead, and also there too on settling Young Vigilante. Ambrosia Powell, Fantasy Night getting back with Raj Quartet, a compact field. Working along the side, and Skybra goes to the lead narrowly. From in second position, Starcade the inside. 2 lengths away then French Cotton, who's working around Yours Mine Ours. In that division as they come down the side was Lord Chester. Caught deep, Young Vigilante can't get in. It's 3 wide. Ambrosia Pal is on the inside. Moving around them, Fantasy Night, and Raj Quartet's only 3 lengths or so off the lead. It's a very compact field. Passing the 1,000, working down by the 900. And now Starcade takes over, a half 3/4 in front of second placing Skybra. He's lost the cap on it. 3 deep around them, Young Vigilante's never been closer to the rail. Then came Yours Mine Ours. French Cotton is next, a length away. Raj Quartet joining in, and then came Lord Chester and also Fantasy Night and Ambrosia Powell. They sprint up coming to the turn. 600 metres to run, and the leader Starcade got a break. 2 lengths, Skybra struggling. Yours Mine Ours, Young Vigilante and French Cotton. They're having everything thrown at them. Further back in the field, Raj Quartet likewise, and Ambrosia Powell tried to angle up on the rail. In the straight, Starcade, Wednesday's winner, Gawler, shot away. 3 in front now of Yours Mine Ours, Skybra, Young Vigilante, French Cotton. I don't think he can win. Ambrosia Powell was next, but Starcade is plain sailing at the 200. I reckon he's got them covered. Yours Mine Ours running a bold race. French Cotton, Young Vigilante late down the outside, but Starcade has pinched it. And Starcade back-to-back Wednesday to Saturday wins it by 2.5. Young Vigilante, Yours Mine Ours, French Cotton, Ambrosia Powell, Skybra, Raj Quartet did nothing, and 25 lengths Fantasy Night, Lord Chester, the 2 jumpers.
3, 5 and 10 there. Starcade, a big winner from number 5, Young Vigilante, and third placing to 10, Yours Mine Ours, 3, 5, 10 as Ron Papp sees them. Race 6, the Max Williams Handicap in Adelaide. Now, the graduation is race 7 at 4 and $1.35, and correct weight has just been notified, so these totes are official. Blue on Red second, $1.85. Third, Kristen, $1.15. Quinella, $56.50. Trifecta, $930.85. The Wedgwood Handicap is race 8 at Moonee Valley. Now they appear to be just about right in Sydney. Ian Craig getting set for his call. And we'll check those quadrella approximate dividends for you very shortly, but they are ready in Sydney. So let's take you up there now to Ian Craig for his call of race number 7 at Randwick. And let's take you to Ian now.
Including Denaric. One of them pouring the ground in the centre. And intended in with 1 wide out too. And they should get them here. Yep, they're off and racing. A little slow to go was Paris Pride in company with Balmoral Mick. The Visitor Eastern Cove jumped out well, and so did Snow Chief. And moving forward quickly is Denaric shortly after the start. Mighty Reserve up there. Edeling Gems Toy followed by Whiskey George, and around them goes Please Reply. Hunting up very quickly towards the lead too as they sort themselves out. One on the extreme outside, Mardi Gras. And going to the first corner, the leader here is Mardi Gras. Now, half length Please Reply, Mighty Reserve drops in the third, and then the Snow Chief, followed by Cabaret Dancer, the Visitor, Gems Toy. A length further back is Denaric, and then comes Balmoral Vic and Whiskey George. Eastern Cove shuffled back from Paris Pride. Mixed up being last, 6:50 to go. Please Reply now takes over from Mardi Gras. Mighty Reserve on the inside, third, followed by Gems Toy, Snow Chief. Then Cabaret Dancer, the Visitor. Further out, Balmoral Mick over Denaric, and then comes Eastern Cove and Whiskey George, Paris Pride. And mixed up is last as they turn the corner, and Please Reply goes to a lead of 3/4 of a length now. Mighty Reserve sticking right to the inside rail is not done with, and again moves to Please Reply and heads him off, and is looking good at the 250. Mighty Reserve. The boy Troy Phillips sitting down to punch him out. He's 2.5 lengths on Please Reply. Denaric running home pretty well. The leader Mighty Reserve. Here comes Denaric. Phillips gets desperate on Mighty Reserve. Denaric might get him, will he? Yeah, Denaric's finishing right over Mighty Reserve, who's stopped like a prick balloon, and Denaric gets up to win from Mighty Reserve. Eastern Cove got third, followed home then by Whiskey George, and then Please Reply, Paris Pride. Snow Chief and Gems Toy further back in the field. Mixed up Cabaret Dancer, the Visitor, Mardi Gras, and last in was Balmoral Mick.
10, 2 and 6 as Ian sees them, and that looked to have the money, Mighty Reserve, but you can see slowly but surely Dynaric on the outside, number 10 pegging it back in the final stages. Dynaric drawing level just within the shadows of the post, and with Wayne Harris riding hard, Dynaric number 10 gets up to win from number 2 Mighty Reserve T Phillips, and third was number 6, and that was Eastern Cove ridden by Nigel Tiley. 10, 2 and 6 on race 7 in Sydney. And the last event there, the Superfecta race at 4:25, and once again a big field despite the fact we've got 4. Quinella $10.75, trifecta $68, even numbers were 3, 5 and 10 on race number 6 in Adelaide this afternoon. We'll take a break now and be...
Lighters on there racing. Oh, Tamar Moon missed the start about 4 lengths. He's a clear last, and Brandy Spirit slow to get out. Bow Radiant led from Alternate, settling down from Nazinski, and further out Bow George, Lord Delamere and Nakundra Flash Sam. Bow Lane very deep around Concurry, and then Asterman back along the inside, then Bow's Ambition. Bulgara out wide, Brandy Spirit third last, Tamar Moon last of all. Bow Radiant in front into the back, 12.50 out. A half length of Bow George, 2 lengths further back, Bow Lane 4 deep around Nakundra Nazinski defence. Lord Delamere back on the inside now of Real Purpose, travelling up on his outside, a link to Flash Sam. Bow's Ambition deep around the outside of Brandy Spirit, then Cloncurry alternate, then Bulgara, Asterman and Tamar Moon last of all. 8.50 out. Bow Radiant led a half length of Bow George, Bow Lane 3 deep, a half Nazinski fourth, a length and a half Nakundra. Real Purpose on the outside of him. Over on the fences, Lord Delamere from Bow's Ambition, Flash Sam, then Brandy Spirit followed by Asterman alternate together. Further back in the field then as they come up the side, Cloncurry from Bulgara, and last of all is Tamar Moon. 600 to go at the school, and on the outside Bow George moved up to Bow Radiant, a length and a half further back Real Purpose Nazinski. Bow's Ambition pulled deep from Lord Delamere trying to get a run, then further back in the field Nakundra from Asterman now getting to the outside. On the turn Bow George, and on the outside Bow's Ambition with Nazinski. Bow Radiant back on the inside, 4 in line when they turn. Nazinski and Bow's Ambition swept up to Bow Radiant, Bow George gone, Lord Delamere trying to get out, then Asterman and Nakundra. Nazinski in front when they straighten from Bow's Ambition. Lord Delamere now getting a run. Nazinski just in front. Lord Delamere gets out, charges up to grab him. Over on the inside, Bow Radiant. Lord Delamere took the lead, and Lord Delamere gets up to win a length and a quarter. Nazinski, a half Asterman third. Fourth is Bow Radiant, then Nakundra, Bow's Ambition alternate, and then further back Bulgara, Brandy Spirit, Real Purpose, Bow Lane, Bow George, then Cloncurry, Flash Sam, and last of all is Tamar Moon. Only needed to...
Set this time. Line good, go they're racing. Off to a pretty good start with Insatiate getting the best of it and bouncing in front, but Mirabin's ridden for speed early. Civic Hope going quickly in the early stages up into a prominent position. He pulled a whip on Mirabin in the early part, and he's starting to clear Insatiate now. Sheer Force moves up to be third. Never Too Close is handy on the outside of Civic Hope. Rendu drifting back in the field, and then Rusty Sand on the inside of Power Arrow. Lots of Rule getting a long way back, second last and 3 wide, and Mary Rule is 2 off last. Heading down the side, Mirabin a clear-cut leader, a length in front of Insatiate, who's still hard-ridden in second place. Sheer Force moving up on the outside of Insatiate. Never Too Close is getting a beautiful run, a length and a half away fourth, then Bank Coin. Civic Hope on the inside, Rendu coming out 3 deep, starting to go forward. Lots of Rule going with him. And then Power Arrow, Rusty Sand and Mary Rule are into the straight. Mirabin's kicked away from them. They've got 350 metres to go. He pulls a whip on Mirabin. He's 3 lengths in front in second place. Power Arrow on the outside. Rendu starting to pick up ground. Then Sheer Force and Never Too Close. Mirabin in front. He's starting to stop. Rendu cutting him down on the outside. Lots of Rule, and Mary Rule is steaming home as well. Mirabin's just in front of Rendu. Lots of Rule coming after Rendu, and he's just about got him. Rendu's kicky again. They hit it. Lots of Rule. Lots of Rule got up to beat Rendu. Third, Mary Ruler. Then Mirabin and Rusty Sand, followed in by Bank Coin, Never Too Close, Civic Hope, and then Power Arrow, Sheer Force and Insatiate last of all.
Wayne sees them 2, 1 and 4 there. Lots of Rule, number 2, the winner. Second placing to 1, Rendu. And third home will be number 4, Mary Ruler. Numbers 2, 1 and 4. B. York, the winning rider in race number 7 in Brisbane. Last there is at 4:45 and 9, Calm Gent, 10, Honey Bridge and 15. Mighty Reserve was second, number 2, and it paid 80 cents, and Eastern Cove paid 95 cents. 10, 2 and 6. The Quinella, $15.05, and the trifecta was $106.65. 10, 2 and 6.
Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Strathalbyn next Thursday. 3 midweek meetings in South Australia. Oh, here's one coming out from behind the service vehicle, number 11, Riderless Night Law. Walks in without any problems. We race again here next Saturday at Morfettville. Mr. Nisku took a dive at the gate. The rider was alert. An attendant comes in just to quieten the horse, one with Night Law, one with Absence of Malice, and he's content to sit at the back of the gate, so there's no real problem there. So we should see them jump. The Archison Graduation. There they go. And a tidy start. Mr. Nisku won it from Sports Scene and over on the inside, Dara Star. Regent Fair prominent, Absence of Malice, Namquetta back in the field, Yankee Creek, and up wide Stage Rhythm in that division too. As they work on the side is Bay Mountie. Getting up in that group with Yankee Creek there was Folksall Man on the rail and Sean's Sister in that division. A couple Combituate Lady, followed by Back That Cat. Getting back, that's Aspect. Irish Gambler. Well back in the field, It's All Mine. And last of all is Blackie Star. Going to the 1100 point, Mr. Nisku by a half, Absence of Malice, 2 to Dara Star, a half, 3/4 then Sports Scene, 2 lengths away then Night Law on the outside. On the rail is Back That Cat, followed by Stage Rhythm. Folksall Man held up in a pocket, Sean's Sister and Bay Mountie around it. Further back Yankee Creek followed then by That's Aspect, and they were followed by Curran Star, and then came back in the field in that division, or Namquetta's the one up forward. Back That Cat's about 8th, then Combituate Lady, Blackie Star, and then came It's All Mine and Irish Gambler Surrenders. Coming before the turn towards the 600 point, Mr. Nisku on top, he's cuddling it. It led by a head to in second position, Absence of Malice. It's had a harder run. In behind those then on the inside, Dara Star, and they were followed by Sports Scene, and getting into the action now is Regent Fair. Further back in the field then came Namquetta. Out wide a Night Law, Folksall Man struggling under the whip, followed by Combituate Lady, Sean's Sister. Mr. Nisku the leader, but Absence of Malice is testing it. They were followed further back in the field by Dara Star angling for a spit, and on the outside Regent Fair, Mr. Nisku. Dara Star, Regent Fair claims them out deep with Night Law, and That's Aspect. Regent Fair in a driving go. Night Law, That's Aspect claims them all, and That's Aspect wins. Regent Fair second, Night Law might be third, with Combituate Lady, Absence of Malice, Mr. Nisku and Dara Star. Great go this. Folksall Man and It's All Mine. Further back then Namquetta. They were followed then by Sean's Sister. Well back Curran Star. Then came Blackie Star, Sports Scene, Stage Rhythm. Well back Bay Mountie, Irish Gambler, Yankee Creek.
Should be 15, 12 and 11 there after the running of race 7 at Adelaide. The winner, number 15, That's Aspect. $2.25 for the win and 75 cents for the place. Rendu, $1.15. Merry Ruler, $1.30. The Quinella, $7.15. And the Trifecta, $59.65. 2, 1 and 4, race 7 in Brisbane. Now just trying to find out from Ron Paps the numbers there, but no confirmation of the placings yet in Adelaide. 15, 12 and a photo. And we will have the
Wedgwood Handicap was run a short time back. Let's see what happened.
500 to go, and Beau George on the outside's got his head in front of Beau Radiant. Beau's Ambition behind them, finishing on. So is Nazinski into the picture, followed by Lord Delamere and Nakundra. Beau Lane back behind them, Real Purpose right off the track. Astaman as they make the home turn, where Nazinski on the outside has moved up to take the lead with about 200 metres left to go from Beau's Ambition. Beau Radiant, then Nakundra down the outside as Astaman finishing on strongly. Nazinski is the leader, Lord Delamere finishing fast the centre. Lord Delamere on the outside is coming at Nazinski. Lord Delamere takes the lead, and Lord Delamere's won. Lord Delamere from Nazinski, Astaman third, fourth Beau Radiant.
Stout win by Lord Delamere in race 8 at Moonee Valley. They've still got one to go in Melbourne, a big program down south. Now the last two have moved up and they're just about set. A big field of fillies and mares in the last of the day, and here's the starter Bill Cooper striding over towards his rostrum to release the field. Farika's a bit fidgety. She was throwing the head about, and Give Her the Gun looks to be playing up a little bit. Starter's on his stand, just waiting for a couple of them to steady. There's movement out in about 8 or 9.